Greetings everyone. I learned a very important lesson today. So this is my kabocha squash plant. There's actually two here. It has a bunch of little fruits on it. I thought that when a squash produces a fruit and the fruit is yellow like this, I always thought that that meant that the plant could not sustain the fruit and that it would fall off, which it usually does. But I think this variety is actually a hybrid kabocha squash. So I saved seeds from some kabocha squash that I got from the farmer's market. One was an heirloom and it was green on the outside, and the other was a hybrid. I believe it was called a sunset kabocha, and it was bright orange on the outside. I got the seeds mixed up after I saved them, and so I'm pretty sure that I planted some hybrid and some heirloom. And I believe this is actually a hybrid seed. This is a sunset kabocha squash plant. And it looks like they're supposed to be yellow at this stage. So believe it or not, I've actually been plucking off these beautiful squashes thinking that they are nutrient deficient and that the plant was going to drop them anyway because it's yellow. However, I just learned that this is not the case for this squash plant. And the reason why I know that is because there's actually 3 more female flowers over here. The flowers were open this morning. I decided to let these ones stay and not take them off and just try pollinating them. So I took one of the male flowers. This is a male flower. As you can see, there's no squash at the base. I peeled back the yellow leaves and, oh, hi little bee. And I actually took that male flower and I pollinated inside of all 3 of these female flowers. And I can already tell that the squash has swelled. So I'm pretty sure that I've been plucking off perfectly good squash all this time, and because it started to not feel right because every squash was looking like this, I decided to stop and just observe. The plant drops it on its own, great, but I won't pluck it off. And I'm so glad I did, because now I see that I've actually been preventing my poor plant from producing fruit. But now that I know, I will not be doing that anymore. So let this be a lesson that when something doesn't feel right, just stop and observe for a second, think, and find the lesson in it. Just wanted to share that with you all, because with some squashes, the yellow when they're that young does mean that the plant is going to drop the fruit, but not in this case. So glad that I learned this lesson, and I definitely will remember this in the future.